The only thing I can't do, I've just realised.
We're live, but we're live on the wrong screen, so let's try that. This
Brilliant.
Is ace. How pro.
So we're live audio, but not anything else.
Right, now, hopefully...
Do we need to check that the audio's actually... I can tune into it now, can't I? And I'll have a look live on my tablet.
I'm hoping that's it now, yeah. Yeah, because if it is, we're just rambling on, and this is brilliant introduction to the first one.
This is Trial by Fire, first time live stream.
First time live stream ever.
Which is fine. Welcome to our live stream where we're trying it out on the fly.
On the fly, which has already taken 39 minutes to get loaded up.
That's alright.
But
it says this channel has no videos, just so you know.
Brilliant.
Do you know what? Oh no, here we go. It's streaming. Let me have a listen.
It says this channel has no
videos. I can hear myself.
Can hear yourself.
And there's a delay.
Right, well, get that off then.
Create a perpetual loop now.
Please don't. Right, well, we may as well get going then. So, hi everyone, anyone that comes and listens, watches after the race or joins us as we're going through.
I'm going to have to turn the audio off on that because that is jarring. I'm listening to you and then listening to you.
Like a pro.
Yes. Yeah, so I've muted that, as you can imagine.
Like a pro. So shall I welcome everyone again? You know, just do you want to just retake?
We can't retake, mate. It's live.
Exactly. Exactly. We're not recording content now. This is there's no second chances. Yeah. You always call yourself the one take wonder, so
I am. I didn't say let's retake. I think we're doing perfectly marvellous.
I think
with no previous and unguided. It's like a ship with the nobody at the wheel.
I wonder what you're saying. For a moment, my heart stopped. Then.
That's okay. Don't worry. I'm a complete professional.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Only slightly distracted by trying to make sure that I've set it up right at my side as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, we could welcome everyone. Hello, everybody, to the National Motorsport Academy second round Esports. We're doing this one live because we're feeling brave. I'm Wayne, and this is
Ed. Hello. Yeah, no, go on.
In the background, we've got Sean lurking. He's dealing with the socials. Somewhere there'll be a YouTube comments section. I could probably do that on my tablet, I suppose.
I'm trying to get that too, as well.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll hide my keyboard bit, and then I might even be able to see... Oh yeah, live chat, there we go. So I can see live chat.
Ace, and how many people are watching? Have we got all of none live so far?
If I knew the answer to that, I'm sure you're the one hosting. That's an answer. That's a question you should be able to answer.
Do you know the worst thing? The answer's yes, and the answer's also no. But hey,
excellent. There's 3 people watching, and I'll bet you I know who they are.
Are you one of them?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think you're one of the other ones, and then obviously Sean will be our third.
That's all three. No, I believe we are.
I just did an emoji reaction because I could, and I never have before. So
yeah. I mean, you know, we can only hope this goes well. I'd like it to go well. Let's see what happens. We're still
definitely
working on the getting the screen and the overlays, and trying to get things sorted in that way. We can build a race car. We can make it cut through the air nicely, and we can make it make more power. When it's in real life, can we work iRacing's overlays and everything else? Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
I've got iRacing overlays. I just don't. It's practice.
Yeah,
practice. So this is all practice. We don't need to be. All over it yet.
No, they're in quali.
Do you know what I have just realised?
They are 12 minutes into quali.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I can give you information because I do have overlays. Lewis Edwards' fastest lap, car number 78, is 1 minute and 28 seconds, 0.753. Harry Tiller, car number 69, is 0.4 of a gap between, and his fastest is 1 minute 29.222. Noah Manette, number 20, is in third currently, 0.8 behind. 1 minute 29.638.
Wow.
That's your top 3.
Nice. I'd like to know if we've got audio. If anyone can.
We do. I've turned it down.
Oh.
There you go. Can you hear that in the background? I turned us up.
Yeah. Sorry, not that was complete.
Can you hear us 10 seconds ago?
I didn't mean. Sorry, that was complete. I didn't mean if we've got audio. I meant if the audio levels are okay.
Well, either way, we definitely do. They are actually. They are again. If I take my one earphone out, we're a bit noisy compared to the cars.
Shall I turn the cars up a bit?
Yeah, turn the cars up and maybe wind us down
give some
a
feedback.
bit.
If you're watching, give us some feedback. Let us know.
Oh, there's 5 people watching now.
Excellent. Nice.
Just got Ben. Ben's in. Hey Ben. Let's put a wavy hand.
Excellent. So, qualifying. We missed all of free practice. Don't think that at all. Right, got to be careful not to do that again. Screen disappeared. But last time it was a bit of a dominating race, wasn't it, between Lewis and Harry?
Mm.
By quite a lot. We missed all the free practice. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we can hear us in the background.
No.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just trying to. I'm auditing. As you're doing, I'm auditing. So I can feed back to you later.
Don't audit. Focus.
I did get lost in your voice then, Ed. Soothing.
Such nonsense.
I was just setting my audio up because I think my cars are a bit noisy every so often. I don't want to miss anything you say.
Wow.
There we go. So I'll hide that setting.
See, this is you see this on Formula One. I mean, it's not uncommon, is it? And WEC and Rally. When the presenters come on and they're acting all cool and they're suited every so often, they start fiddling with their phones and go, hang on a minute, let's change that setting.
Yeah.
We are.
There's always time for a chat.
Exactly. We are pros.
Watch
Love
this.
the look of that Porsche.
I've had a really good idea here.
Oh God. Do you know how many times have you said that and it's ended badly?
Ideas are always good and well thought through. Watch this one. I'll prove it. Well, you can't necessarily, but I'm just going to go ahead and click on this on my telly. And, oh look, now there's 7 people watching because me on my laptop and me on my tablet are both watching.
Yeah, I'm one of them on my phone, so I can answer as well.
I'll ask Anna to join and I'll get my other tablet as well. Boost the numbers.
So it looks like more people.
Yeah, we were really busy.
Yeah. Right,
so I've got now, which is really good, I've got your view, but I've also got my view, which is recording my screen.
Nice.
So I can actually go and look at other stuff if I want.
What, like Amazon and eBay?
Yeah, go on Microsoft Paint for a bit. I think.
You're going to go and buy a car?
Yeah.
Speaking of buying a car, this is a conversation I've been waiting to have while they're qualifying and everything else. This is a conversation I've been waiting to have with you. You went and had a test go in the Mustang and I can't even say it. Mackie. I love that.
The Mac bit's fine. It's the E that's going to throw you.
No, even the Mustang bit is throwing me because it shouldn't have been. The only reason, can we agree? The only reason they called it a Mustang is because they went, no one's going to like this. Let's call it a Mustang and people will buy it because of the name.
Oh.
That's my opinion.
The real only reason they've called it a Mustang is so that I can still have a 5-litre Mustang in 2024.
What, and be cool?
No, and be allowed to actually sell them. All the other American muscle cars have gone, other than the Mustang. The Dodge Challenger finished
Camaro
this year. The Camaro's ended. The Challenger's ended.
Corvette.
They're all stopping. So the Corvette's still around, isn't it? But
I think it's
a supercar.
I was going to say, does that not count now because it's a mid-engine?
Well, I just think it's always been. If you were to think of American muscle cars, you didn't think Corvette, did you? You thought coupe. You thought big engine at the front, rear-wheel drive,
sleek body, pop-up headlights. It's a sports coupe.
Oh, definitely. The Corvette is. I would say, I would say it's more into supercar, especially like you say. Now it's mid-engine. It looks like a cross between an Evora and a Ferrari. They got too friendly. I still think it looks like it was built from an orthographic set of drawings rather than.
Yep. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Drawings. I think the front end's too small. But I do like it as a car generally, because I think for what it represents, because we're in a world where we're not. That was interesting. I thought my computer was going wrong then. It was you messing with your screens, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm still trying to sort things out here. Yeah. Anyway,
so that was the thing. So my Mustang went in for a recall on the brake fluid sensor or level sensor, and they had a Mackie GT in. So the gent there kindly took me out in it, and I have to say that I was, and I'm not a fan of EVs particularly, very impressed with it in terms of its performance, and more importantly, as a car, if you were to use it for what it should be used for, which is the occasional potter or dart about. In that sense, it's got two massive boots. I could put the kids in it and the missus and me in it, and I could go for a short drive somewhere. But the max mileage, I think, stated for the GT is 250. One of them's 275, one of them's 250 miles range.
Yeah.
So I genuinely couldn't use it. I couldn't have one as a car. Because it won't get me anywhere without being guaranteed for work purposes.
Yeah.
Without guaranteeing that I can charge it somewhere.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. I didn't like the dashboard because it looked like somebody had stuck an overly ugly sized tablet on it.
Yeah.
But other than that, the car itself, very quick. To be fair, it felt very much like-minded. Torquey.
Yeah.
But just, it plays engine noises to you.
Okay.
Inside. But I didn't feel like I was in a muscle car, I just felt like I was in a big hatchback.
Yeah.
I'm liking it to a Peugeot 306 or something. It didn't have any real something to it. But I don't have that dislike because I have a V8 one. And I wouldn't say I particularly dislike it, because to look at in the flesh, the GT one actually is a really nice looking car as well.
Yeah.
I think it is. So I don't dislike them. I can see what they've tried to do. Some drift activity going on here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to work out is why I'm looking at a white car and you were looking at a black car then. Because I thought I was just on generic, although I must have it set on excitement screen or something.
You haven't got skins downloaded. Or have you?
Oh. Do you know what? I have, and I've got trading paints. So
trading paints, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm pretty sure I've got it.
I've got it focused on. That's the problem with you watching it, as you are, and me watching in time. We may see different things, but that's not a bad thing, because we'll pick up on different.
Yeah,
so I'm
definitely.
on most exciting. Right now I've set the settings to most exciting, so hopefully we'll jump to.
I think it might be that. I think it might be that, because I've got Kieran's rainbow livery. I've just seen it then.
Yeah, he definitely.
So I do have that.
I love them.
How did you get it? See, obviously with a season pros it. How did you get it to interesting, or how do you get it so you can choose what you want to see?
Right. In the bottom left corner, you can see the helmet. If you right click on the helmet, it pops up and then gives you all the options of the drivers and also most exciting crashes. Whatever you want to focus on. I love the Porsche.
No, it does not.
The Porsche?
It gives me mute user, PM driver, PM team, and a jet spotter. Now I think that's because I'm. What are you?
Hang on a minute. I've just realised Kieran's in the rainbow paint. Porsche,
yeah,
isn't he?
He is.
I've got the black Porsche.
So you don't have trading paints?
I don't have trading paints turned on.
Yes, because he's in... yeah. So it's not me.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me. It's my fault. See?
That's all right, Ed.
Pros,
That's all right.
mate. Right.
Between us, we've got it right.
Yeah.
Between us. And my screen's recording, so we'll just use my screen and your audio.
Well, I'm going to try and... This could go really badly. I'm going to try and load trading paints.
Whilst you try to do that, then, I'll give an update on positions. Lewis Edwards...
Yeah.
You can see it on your screen anyway, because you've got it up, haven't you? So I'm not really telling anybody who can't read for themselves, which we all know that's not allowed, don't we?
That's not allowed, yeah. Can you tell me anything that I can't read on the screen? Exactly.
Yeah. And that's as far as we'll go with that story to the public.
Nice little in-joke there. If anyone
has had a presentation with us, talking about.
Yeah. So I guess if anyone...
I do like my overlay system, though.
Yeah.
It's working really good. I like it. I would even be tempted to use it when I attempt to get myself out of rookie.
Okay. Right. I think I may have the colours on. I'm not sure.
You do, I think.
If they all popped up. Let's try, because I know what.
A car you want. Noah. Yeah, I've got the same.
Are we there? Have I done it?
Yeah.
While we're live, let's look at Kieran's. Yeah, there's his right.
Yes.
Amazing.
Now this is the interesting thing, though. I'm not looking at your screen, which I think is helping. I'm watching the live stream. That's why I'm seeing two different things. I've got a delay.
Brilliant. That's not helpful.
Right. Well, it just means I have to work out which one is in the future and which one is in the past.
Now, we had this a little bit of it. How long's left? Elapsed time.
24. If you hit spacebar on your screen, or are you leaving your screen up so people can see it?
I'm doing a bit and a bit. So right now, I'm going to put full screen up. And then for now we'll do that. We'll jump back in. There's about 5 minutes.
I can do. If you just keep prompting me, I can do the who's, where, and what.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I'm going to quickly jump to a story here because the delay thing.
There's 5 minutes left of qualifying, by the way.
5 minutes left. For anyone that hasn't been to a racetrack before, or maybe hasn't been in the pits before in that scenario. There's obviously a large telly. We're all watching the live stream, aren't we, from GT Cup as it is that we're in. And at the last event, the whole delay thing, we had a similar thing, didn't we, where our driver, Jay, he was a few laps in, and on the screen that everyone was watching, he did an incredible overtake, and everyone cheered in the pit, and it was brilliant. And at that exact moment, pretty much, he came across the radios, which of course only me, you and Kieran had on at the time, and he came on.
Big crash there.
Where's
James
that?
Millington just turned his, I think it was a Corvette, I'm not sure what car he was in. He was in a BMW that he ended up making look a little bit more like a Lada or a Volvo.
Right.
At the front.
Wow.
He made it Lego shaped.
Right, maybe we'll focus on... who was that?
Now, there we go. That's focusing on Stefan, car number 13.
Yeah, so who
and
went
that
into...
looks like car number 14, which was Alexandros.
Straight into the
There we go.
Wow.
There you go. See, Ed, you can talk and then ask me for information, and I will relay it for you.
I like it. Anyway, to wrap the story up, it was a similar thing with the delay, wasn't it? Because all of a sudden, he's come across the radio and, shouting, saying something's broken, something's broken. So that was when we had the issue with it. And of course we're suddenly into get ready, all systems go, cars coming in. There's an issue mode, and everyone else is cheering, and it's just yeah. Do you know what we have done though? Because the subject was that interesting, we've completely gone off of the Mackie.
Oh yeah. So, well, I think you were going to grill me about it, but I kind of summed up my opinion, which was, as a car, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm still not an EV convert, but I'd use one, but I'd use it for what you're supposed to use it for, which is to pot around local and charge overnight.
Now here comes my theory on it, my thoughts on it, and with all EVs actually as they are. I don't understand, and well, no, I do understand. There's several. This is multifaceted, right? The whole climate change thing and all that, and all this problem with the cars could be changed in one simple way. They could just say, right, we haven't quite got the tech for everything else. All new cars aren't allowed to be over 1 litre turbo, for example, because a 1 litre turbo, with an 8-speed gearbox, will be plenty. And I know people freak out when I say this, being in motorsport and all the rest of it, but it is quick enough for the road. It will get you about. It just means you can't thunder along at 90 mile an hour in the outside lane in your large Audi or BMW. How many people have I just annoyed?
You're using keywords, aren't you, to trigger audiences? I do have a point to add to that to support your argument, really, and I'm gonna, although I deny they exist, because there is only one true petrol engine Mustang.
But
that's all right. I'm going to let you get back, but I have to jump in where it's relevant, because otherwise I'll forget what I was going to say. Downsizing, which is the way that they got the EcoBoost Mustang.
Yes.
To replicate the 5 litre, so it's half more, less than half the engine size and turbocharged, and they've got 330 horsepower, but torquey. So
here's one problem there, though. You are using, to get power, you are using fuel.
Yes.
Ergo, 330 horsepower uses the similar amount of fuel. I mean, obviously, weight is an issue because of what vehicle you've got to pull and drag. So different cars. But like for like, if you're 330 brake, for example, you're using the same fuel whether you're doing it naturally aspirated with that engine or turbocharged. Yes, I know there's a certain amount. There is some variation in all of this because of efficiencies, rotating weights, and it's like it is a much more expanded scenario. But I'm talking full downsize. Like, why do you need 300 horsepower on the road? Actually,
no, I
agree.
I agree.
We all love it, but you don't need it. And this is where the problem has also rolled over into electric cars. And the problem that stop, all ahead, stop.
Yeah. So this is end of qualifying. Lewis in first, car 78. We can come back to that when they get into procession.
Yeah, when it gets a bit.
So Lewis Edwards qualified first, car 78 with a 1:28.734. Harry Tiller in second, car number 69, 1:29.153, and Noah Manette, number 20, in third, 1:29.638. So there is less than a second between the top three. And in the entire field, which keeps jumping around on my display, there is an overall 2.4 second gap between first and eighth car.
Wow. That's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tight racing, Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, hopefully, yeah.
So what you're saying is we should all buy Citroen Amis?
Oh god, no, it would be soul destroying, wouldn't it?
Oh, something nicer looking then.
But even driving.
Because I like the idea of them.
Driving a 1 litre turbo around would be soul destroying, wouldn't it? That you just get bored. So this is where I'm absolutely contradictory of myself. But if everyone was doing it, it wouldn't be as big a problem.
If everybody was doing it for the majority of their essential inefficient driving tactics. So round town, for example, if you had only small economical cars, so shopping cart type cars, and no big sedans or SUVs or anything like that, then I would imagine you'd put a pretty big dent in it. However, I think if you think about the overall percentage of what is a car in terms of damage to the environment, I think the end user and the car aren't really the enemy, and I think they're just the convenient problem that means we all pay for the problem rather than the real cause, which 100%. Actually, again, isn't automotive or motorsport anyway. It's all of the other things that go on.
I heard recently, this is a fact I heard, I don't know how factual it is or how accurate it is, but the whole motoring the whole road sort of transport makes up only 7% of all the CO2.
It was a
emissions.
number like that. Yeah. I'd heard similar. So so
it's a small,
but it gets screen time, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's the thing. It gets screen time.
It does.
So.
It does definitely. And I think, and just to wrap it up before we get going, that's
the
roll
we're
on.
gridding.
Yep, exactly. They've got to do the procession. That's also the knock on to the electric cars. I think is the fact that they're obsessed on making them these ridiculously fast accelerating, party trick selling.
Yeah, it's the wrong advert.
Yeah.
Tell me an electric vehicle that can match a diesel.
Yes.
On range, and I'll start listening. Also, tell me it didn't have to be shipped around the entire universe in order to put all the parts together, and I'll be interested again.
Exactly that.
Maybe.
Yeah. And
as long as it's the GT Mustang, Mackie, not the Bogo one, because I don't think the wheels are big enough.
No.
And wheels make a car. I don't care what anybody says.
I totally agree. And you can be too big.
Yes, you can.
There is an optimum size. We should do the maths for that. Optimum size to body ratio. Do you know what?
That's non-tangible though, isn't it? Because we're going to go, I like this size of wheel. It's an aesthetic, isn't it? I like this size of wheel.
Yeah,
and so that's the maths for it.
Yeah, but
I am the datum.
We can manipulate the maths to suit, so it's fine. We can do that.
Yes.
Now,
yeah, we've got the technology. So here we go then. This is procession lap then.
Something. I mean, you know me. I'm a JDM fan. But a point that my partner, she always makes, and I completely agree with her, is no one does wheel arches like the Germans. That's her phrase. I'm stealing.
Okay.
They just get it
right. You
right.
mean Novas, or
no?
You mean ride heights, don't you? So
I mean the radius, the radius of the arch, to the wheel, and also the sort of the flush fitment on the outer edge where it drops down. It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, they're already round.
I don't think it's always been the case.
We're already round.
We're off. Yeah, here we go.
We're off. Go.
Right. So Lewis is obviously at the front doing his thing. Let's see how this goes, because I always like the first corner, and having just come back into this, it's how many people don't make the first corner is the interesting bit. And
they've all made it. It's nice, clean sweep.
And there's some going side by side as well, so that's good. I am getting back into, so I'd be the person halfway back trying to get out of the way and then having to drive through the chaos.
Right. Kieran's taking some interesting lines. It is very clean. Hey, I've just realised.
Go ahead.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Where are they racing?
Oh, Okayama.
In
Japan.
So I think we need a little.
Your favourite place in the world.
I think we need, maybe a little bit of them. Minasan, konbanwa.
Okay.
Kyou anime no iRacing wa Okayama circuit ni arimasu ne.
I've got an El Grande. Is that good enough?
That'll count. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. 7 years studying Japanese. I can introduce a brief race.
You can say something about a flip flop as well, can't you? Is that?
Now that was a drunken night. I can. Trying to explain that to the some of the high up staff officials from Toyota at the launch of the GR Supra was interesting. Because I have it as a sticker on the back of my car, of course, as do many of the people in my car group. Shout out, just and that's what happens when you're at shows with friends, drunk, trying to teach them Japanese. You end up with a sticker that says nonsense,
And what does it actually say? Is it about a flip flop, or did they make that up?
The exact phrase, and I'm not going to go into it for everyone. The exact phrase, and also to kind of leave some secrecy to it all. The exact phrase was "what doing slipper face."
That was it.
That was it. Yeah, nani o shiteru bakika.
Sounds much better in their native language than it does in English.
Oh, it does. You could put an aggressive spin on it and really, make it sound like it's something angry. There are a few languages that I think you can do that in. They're quite like
lend themselves to aggressive tone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's funny how it goes.
Ed.
Hi.
Did you make a note last time of the entertainment points? And if you did, do we still have it? So that we could add to it? Or at least get some scale as to what we gave for entertainment. Although at the moment, I don't think anybody got the memo, because they're all being a little bit too good.
Well, it's why we're just rambling on about nonsense, really, isn't it? Because what do we say?
I know, yeah.
There goes another
Well,
corner.
I could tell you what you can see, but we already know the rules on that. I'll give a rundown, shall I? So, in first place, we've got Lewis Edwards. Second, we've got Harry Tiller. Third, we've got Noah Manette. Fourth, we've got Ollie Wayne. Fifth, we've got Charles Ante. And sixth, we've got Alex Zandros Makut. I hope I've said that right, and I apologise if I haven't.
Excellent. What I want to know, Harry Tiller was just coming down the straight just then, flashing his lights frantically. I don't know who he was flashing
saying come back? Maybe he's saying come back.
Yeah, well, I've got to say,
Not
look at the lead.
We were supposed to stay close and make it look interesting.
Now, look at that lead.
That is a 4.3 second lead, actually.
Now, can we say, last time, in the last event, towards the end of it, Lewis even had enough fuel. Where everyone else was panicking they were going to run out, Lewis even had enough to start doing donuts.
Yes,
now,
he did.
Yeah, look, he's flashing away there in the background. He is. He's saying...
He's just saying, here's the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah, turn your turbo down.
I think Lewis should be going for how long is this? Is it an hour again?
It's an hour.
Right, okay. So, he should lap them all then, if they all stay that far behind.
At this rate, I think he'll be lapping them on lap 3.
Now, he's going to watch this back and he'll have a big head.
Well done, Lewis. You're doing great.
Was he in a Porsche last time, or has he changed the vehicle? I seem to think he wasn't in a Porsche
He wasn't in a Porsche. He was in the Mercedes last time.
He's flexing his iRacing garage, isn't he?
I think he is. Yeah, look at me. I can drive anything.
Although he did say he wasn't quite happy with the Mercedes. Was it the tyres? Was it the tyre modelling or the handling or something? He wasn't quite happy with it, was he? He still won.
Yeah, he didn't like a lot about it, as I remember.
No.
As I remember.
They're nice looking cars, though. I do like the Mercedes. They're an aggressive looking car.
Oh, the Mercedes are gorgeous. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we could look at that instead, just for enjoyment's sake.
Okay, well let's just pop through.
Focus on crashes. There we go. Imagine all of the activity we might have missed. None is the answer. What is happening with Kieran and Alexandros? Because they are both 12 seconds behind.
Well, I'm on them now, funny enough.
That might be an interesting one. I'll ring him now and say, Kieran, let him catch you up a bit more. And
give us some entertainment. Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't had Kieran's obligatory spin yet. His obligatory
this is true. We've not had Drift King yet.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Sean asked us to introduce the video stream. This is a video stream. You'll have to edit this in post to put that bit at the beginning. Oh, I did, Sean. Sean is one of the people listening. Sean, you could tell me that you're listening in the chat to make people engage. Well, he's talking to Anthony instead. Hi, Anthony. We're about to start here at Okayama, you wanted me to say. It's too late, we've already started.
Well, actually,
Okayama here.
I already said it. It's not my fault. I didn't learn Japanese, so there you go.
You gave an introduction in Japanese, and we still only have 9 people watching.
Yeah, but they didn't know. They didn't know this is what highbrow, sophisticated entertainment they'd be getting.
Exactly. We're going to have multiple layers of subtitles, I think, then in that case.
Definitely. fantastic.
So, yes, I'm going to say the same as last time. The number of cars is making it a fairly spread grid, even though they're fairly close. You could do with your trickery head. Did you not have a button where you can resort them all back to the start line?
We could start doing that, couldn't we? Just pop them to the start of the lap, start throwing in some flags, things like that.
Yeah,
even
keep them
Kieran's
in the
pulling away
same.
now.
Keep them in the same order, but just mess with them a little bit so we can get the distances all close together.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes, that's what we're here for.
Here we go. Ollie Wayne's coming up for an overtake by the look of it.
You've got your you've got your lower screen display on, haven't you?
Yeah, on Noah.
Okay. I'm going to move my little screen around, I think. Or am I? No, I quite like it there. I like it where it is. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
There's no need to change it now. It'll just jar people, won't it?
So I'm going to finish my rant very quickly. Right.
Oh yeah, do it.
Yeah. Seems how
I'll tell you if there's
now,
anything happens on the screen.
It's all right. I'm still. I can watch it. You see, this is part of the reason I speak about it, because I'm not opinionated at all, as you know, and I keep my thoughts to myself, and I'm quite reserved. And I thought, what a great opportunity to be able to just open my mouth and share some of my wild thoughts with people.
Now is the time.
Now's the time. Yeah, exactly. And the fools, they let me in. They let me go for it. No, but joking aside, I think the whole electrical thing, as we were saying before, would be a case of if they focused a little bit more on, right, let's not make it do these bonkers speeds, let's preserve the power, motors won't need to be as big, because they won't need as much torque, which will save weight. They'll be able to get some sensible ranges out of them, and they'll become,
viable.
Yeah. However,
but for a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Yeah, but America is doing this, isn't it? America has governed itself on this, because the people who do shout about having Teslas and things like that, you always see as an old Toyota Land Cruiser diesel in the background that they use when they go on trips long distance.
Yeah, every time.
And it's always a Toyota Land Cruiser, it seems, as well. Alright, is it a Toyota Tundra over there?
It's a Tundra.
American,
I'd love a Tundra.
Yeah.
I'd love to. Yeah.
I like a lot of the American SUVs. They always get the more aggressive looking ones. The Nissan, we've got the Patrol. What's the other one?
We don't have Patrol anymore.
Not a Patrol. What's it called? It's a Navara SUV instead. But they get one which has got like a wide body arch kit on it, and that's really cool.
You're going to annoy me now. I know it, because one of at the Donington event, one of our students came along in his.
He's jacked up.
Jacked up, big spotlights.
Tom.
Light bar. Yes. I wasn't going to name names.
That's alright. It was only a first.
That's a good point. Yeah. But that looked fantastic. Fantastic looking car. But I can't remember the name. I've just got to say thanks. Anthony Casson has said, "Hi all, Sky has nothing on this broadcast crew."
I know. The amount of times that I've had to turn away from my door, we're too busy just doing what we're doing. Can't be all famous on TV instead, can we?
Well, no, exactly. Turn down. It doesn't matter how many times they keep coming back with these offers, 5, 6 figures. It's just, we're not interested.
Plus, we wouldn't be allowed to tell our real opinions on electric cars either. Then
that's a very good point. Yeah, very much so. Formula E is a farce, right? That is a lie, in my opinion. Oh god, we're going to get it all out now. This is, you see, guys, you've got to make the racing more interesting. Drivers need to do more stuff, because otherwise we'll just rant and ramble about anything and everything.
I was going to say maybe we should just pay a little moment's attention to the driving. I mean, the thing is, what could be classed as a little bit processionary is actually a testament to how good these drivers are, isn't it? Because They don't
100%.
really seem to be putting a foot wrong, and they all seem to have very similar lines. Did you say Kieran had a bit of a line of his own, did he?
He did before, yeah. He was going for a bit, but I'm not sure if he was going to try and make a dive up the inside of someone, but he seemed to be on a slightly different line to a lot of the others. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
This looks to be where the activity is, because we've got a 12 seconds, 30. We've got 3 cars within a second-ish of one another, and then obviously there's a big gap between Lewis and Harry at 8.3 seconds, and then the gap after. Oh, we may have just lost a driver actually, because we've gone down to 6. Is that the internet dropping in and out?
6? What, 6
or
cars?
Or a rage quit? Yeah, we're down to 6 cars at the minute.
Well, I'm impressed at that because I've got 11 on my screen.
Oh.
So.
Well, I've got 7 now. Yeah, but are they all racing?
What race are you watching? Are you at Silverstone?
yeah. Formula V.
You went to... who's that? Who's that in the background? Sorry.
Oh, I have numbers, but I don't have colour car, and you've got a big overlay up, so I can't see past it to what number car that was. Now, I think that was car number 14. Is that not Alexander?
Stefan Mizek. Stefan Mizek. Not sure what happened there. Let's have a little look.
We can have a rewind, couldn't we?
I am, by the power of Grayskull, I am...
Yes. The magic replay.
Here we go, so he seems to be... He's moved over, he's been overtaken in 2-3 cars.
I wonder whether he was just actually being good there and getting out of the way.
I think...
What position was he in?
And then he makes a big drift.
He just got a little bit eager.
I tell you what though,
Oh,
it's just the air, just a bit too much on the
nice
rear.
slide.
But he held it. He didn't go into the barrier. He didn't go into the. So, Stefan.
It's very true.
5 points. Entertainment points.
Yeah. What position's Stefan in now?
He is currently in 10th.
That's interesting. I'm just learning things about my display, because it's still only showing me 7 cars. But
this is your display that you're telling me how awesome it was at the beginning.
Well, it is awesome. It just might be me. I might have broken it.
So I think 5 points, 5 party points for giving us some entertainment.
I think 10, because nothing else has happened so far. Maybe we'll scale them later on.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
But we'll go with 10 for now. Yeah, so I've got 7 cars showing up on my relative. But I do have that scrolling overlay across the top of my screen as well, which does identify all of the cars. And as you say, there's 11 at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all 11.
Yeah, it's...
So...
Why is it saying... It says... I've got a thing saying that client has manually disconnected.
Yes. And then back in.
Stefan Mizek.
I wonder whether he has a bit of a glitch, because he is sat there in the pits now.
Maybe. Are we in the pit window yet? I'm not even sure where it is. Actually, let's zoom into some more action, because we don't want to just see... there he is, drop down, heading out. Let's have a look what's going on.
Might be, but oh, of course, there's the time delay.
Oh, you're watching, right, yeah.
I was listening to what you were saying, and nothing was happening, and I was about to tell you that you're not doing what you say you're doing, but then I remembered that there's the time gap.
Yeah.
Anthony's asked if traction control and ABS are enabled. I don't know, actually. Do you know, Ed? Are you privy to that information?
Well, there's 2 things here. One, it might just be a funny comment on did he have it enabled. However, it might be slightly like that. So where are we? Bear with me. Yeah. So as
sorry, my little lad's just walked in. I'm live, enemy. I'm live on the YouTube at the moment, mate. So you'll have to not say anything. But you can say hi to the world if you want for a minute. There you go. Look at that.
Fantastic.
All right, go on.
Fantastic.
Keep on. See you later. So you want to watch them for a minute? All right. Harry's going to sit and watch the cars with us for a minute.
Why not?
Yeah.
So it might be an in-joke, and I want to know, Anthony, is ping up in the comments. Is this a little in-joke based on task 3 by any chance? Because on one of the tasks in the modules is to design.
I know this one. Module 5.
To do 4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is 4. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, because it's to design a system
I wrote
4. Yep. Well, of course it's changed some since.
Not anymore, of course. Yeah.
The original version was yours. Yep. It's changed slightly, but the essence of it is still there, of creating a traction control and ABS system. So yeah. And he's replied. He's put yes. well-timed task. Definitely. See, if you were in the pits,
some of these cars cracked. Obviously did design their circuit, and some of them obviously didn't.
Yeah. And maybe that was the case. So I think one of the things we could really do with more drivers in this, definitely more people, and I'd love to see this grow as more and more people. You know, if we can keep it rolling and people get more into it and to know about it, it would be great to get more drivers along in it. And,
more drivers would be nice. And actually, because we have a Teams chat, you could even have somebody guesting in to what we're doing as well, couldn't we? With the live stream, of course, they're a little bit behind us in terms of viewing things, but actually, it might be nice to have some students who don't want to drive but will happily chime in and have a chat and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got, is that 11 people watching now? No, 9. Oh.
I'm 2 of them, though.
And I'm one of them.
And Sean's another, so I think we've got... you can't quit out 10 now.
Brilliant. So, I mean, obviously, it's the first one, so we'll just...
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're trying now. It's new. The live thing's new as well, so...
We're very trying, aren't we?
We are, at times.
Yeah.
But I think the main limiting factor for visual entertainment, although this is interesting, more cars would make for more carnage, which makes for more entertainment in some instances. But, as I say, I last night lost 4 hours in the rookie zone trying to get out of rookie, only to get myself back to where I started, around about a 2.5 safety rating. For that reason, carnage ensued upon me.
Wow.
Rather than carnage caused by myself, because I was trying to stay out of the way, but it just isn't always possible, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get that one out of the Racing Driver's Handbook of Excuses?
Because
what
when
page
you
was
register, they send you a book. It's page 1. I've not got through the rest of it yet.
Oh, right, okay. That's all
Shoelaces were untied. Seat wasn't clipped into the right position.
Yep.
Seatbelt was too tight.
Seatbelt was too loose.
Yes.
Yep.
Race suit and fireproofs were too warm for in the study. Yep. Full helmet and gloves and boots. I was unable to manoeuvre myself around to get a snack.
Indeed. Ah, right. Anthony said he'd need a recommendation for a minimum sim setup.
Excellent. Yes. Give away the full question.
A wheel and pedals with force feedback, I've discovered, are quite important, because I tried this and mine don't have the feedback. But I think you can pretty much get away with that, can't you?
I'm on a good budget setup. I use a 32-inch telly, a capable laptop, a Logitech G920 pedal set, and a Thrustmaster T300 RS wheel, which you can get a converter so they work together. Reason being, the Logitech pedals are better. The brake feel on the Logitech pedals is really good, but the force feedback on the Thrustmaster wheel is better. That's what I'm running.
Yeah.
And earphones, sometimes multiple earphones if you're in the same race with somebody else. Wireless earphones is a win, though, because the wire gets annoying.
And I'll steer clear of this and stick on GTA and Star Wars Battlefront.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of GTA. That's all. Week 13's like GTA, isn't it? On here, all your scores are safe, so people just turn into battle royale.
Now, it's why I like going to the last race of the season. We used to find this with the trucks. We used to go and watch truck racing a lot. Everyone's kind of right. We know we're in shutdown. We know we've got the time to work on the vehicle. No, not everyone. A lot of people. And it's let's just go for it. Or they've not done too well and they're just going, do you know what? It's the end of the season. Let's just potter around and not worry and save the car.
Yeah.
But whichever way you're at, you've got people going all out or people going, half cocked at it. And I think it makes for great racing. That combination.
Definitely.
It's why I love WEC. It's why I hate Formula 1 and I love WEC. Because the multiple classes, I think, are the best thing to have in racing. Because you get traffic, you get obstacles in the way, as it were. It breaks it up. It makes the race more interesting. It's not just, has that car got the power to get around that one? It's, is he going to try and stitch it around the corner and chuck a back marker or a lower class in between?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Anthony has just made another good comment. I feel like I can expand upon this further. Convince your wife that steering wheel and pedals will look good in our shared office. I have this exact problem, Anthony. In fact, if you ask my significant other, it's not even a shared office. It's her office that I just sometimes am allowed to utilise, even though I did all of the setting up of it originally. But that's another story. But in order to help with your argument or your case for it being acceptable, my steering wheel fits underneath the rocking style IKEA chair, which aesthetically suits the room, and then a plant on top of the chair and a cushion in front of the steering wheel means it's basically invisible. You'd never even know it was there.
Wow. We just have separate offices, so I can do whatever I want.
All right, Mr. Big Garage.
Mr. Big Garage. Fantastic. Hey, this is the thing, isn't it? You run out of...
You'll find she's going to kick you out into there if you're not careful.
I think it'll be the other way round, if anything.
Yeah, you've annoyed me. I'm going to the garage.
Yeah, exactly. I think it will be 100%. Yeah. I'm kicking you out of the garage. Go back in the house. Yeah.
Yes. Go to your room.
Yeah. Well, you saw my mat, my lovely doormat I bought for it. It had to have a doormat.
Yes.
I bought a beautiful HKS coloured floor mat. I love it. I'm very happy with it.
It's brilliant. I like those colours. Anyway, they're really good.
Cars in that livery look brilliant as well.
They do.
Just works.
Oh, liveries, race car liveries. That's one, isn't it? I'm in the City Chevrolet a la Days of Thunder with my rookie-esque cars that I'm running at the minute.
Excellent. But you didn't come first, and if you're not first...
in some instances I was last, actually. In many, actually. Because trying to stay out of trouble also gets you in trouble. But for whatever reason, you end up being the one worst off.
Yeah.
I think it's because you don't have the intent to maim, whereas some drivers in rookie class definitely seem to be out for blood.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I struggle with myself with racing like this, because I just want to jump in, have a drive, have a laugh, and get out. And I think the whole sort of waiting for the setup, doing all of that, it's too long. You know, it's quicker just to go. Oh, look at that! Nice driving.
I do like it. The only thing that I find is different from the last time I did iRacing is, and I don't know whether it's because I decided to get on it at 11 o'clock at night, was there wasn't quite as many. The last time I was in, you were able to jump for a race. Out of, finish a race and jump pretty much straight into another one. You might just about get qualifying, but then you could be on a track. But because I'm trying to do the rookie license as quick as I can, I was stuck between MX-5s and Formula V, which Formula V drive really nice, actually. I enjoyed those. But I still had sort of half an hour gap in between, so it'd be nice if there were a few more in between. But then I suppose the more you buy, the more you'd be eligible for, so maybe that's just me being a skinflint. I could spend some money, I suppose. And maybe there'd be more races and variety there for me.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm the solution to my own problem there.
You've just full looped it. You've created your own closed loop circuit.
Oh, that's all right. That just shows I'm good at solutioning. Here's Lewis lapping. He might be getting that way now. Yeah.
Let's have should we check in on the racing? Since how?
Well, I was going to say I was going to comment on the way that while we're chatting, I do keep watching them going around the corners, and they're pretty much carbon copy of the previous lap.
Yeah.
Lewis is one of the drivers is 19 laps behind, but he's greyed out, so I'm reckoning he's probably got
19 laps. I think your screen overlays have some issues because
do you?
Yeah, I do, because I've got
where's
Jack
Finn then?
12 laps behind.
All right. Well, yeah, but that's still a while ago, isn't it? Everyone else's is the same, actually.
It's the same.
4 laps, 1 lap, 1 lap. It's only Jack's car that seems to have gained 5 laps on my track, but in reverse.
How bizarre. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Do you think he's doing what you used to? Do you think he's doing?
Lewis in second for the minute.
Do you remember Toka 2? You'd turn round and go backwards.
Always, yeah.
Just to plough into the oncomings, and the AI.
If it wasn't going your way.
Exactly. The AI cars of the time didn't really know how to deal with an oncoming car, and you just kind of bump and then they try and get around you.
Very true, very true.
Brilliant. Love that game. Anyway, sorry, we digress.
That's okay, yeah. So,
run us down.
I was going to ask you to do it on your screen because you're showing. It's your screen that's showing. But I was going to say, let's have a look at Lewis and see what cars are around. Because if you cycle through, it'll show you the next car. Then I can tell you who that is. Mm-hmm. You're showing James at the minute, aren't you?
Oh, you want me to actually cycle through?
I want you to go on to Lewis.
You want me to go on to Lewis, right? Okay, I can do that.
If you wouldn't mind.
Hang on, there we go. We're on Lewis. Oh, wow.
You might be, but I have to wait for the screen to catch up now.
Yeah, that's not the best way of doing it.
Lewis is white Porsche, right.
We're on it.
So, move to the next car.
Okay, and you should have seen, hopefully, that beautiful little drift he did there. It's just like
I did. I just caught. Well, I'm seeing it. It's just you're talking about it as it happens almost.
Yeah.
That was well timed.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you want me to move on to
who is in front of him?
Okay, we've got Harry Tiller next. Or do you mean literally in as they're on the road?
No, I mean the other way. I want who is he behind?
Well, he's behind Harry Tiller.
It can't be because Harry Tiller is in second place.
Sorry, no, Lewis isn't behind anyone. Oh, you mean the back marker? Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh no, you mean right? I understand what you mean now.
Exactly what I said. Yes. I want exactly what I said, which is the car in front of Lewis.
Right. Which is.
I want the car in front of first place.
All right. Right. It's. I believe, because I'm not sure which way it's going. In truth.
Well, go backward and let's see if we get to Lewis.
Hang on. I'm not sure if it's right. It's not. Right. It's not him. Okay. So that way. Ollie Wade. There we go. It's Ollie Wade.
Is it?
It's not as simple.
Are you
as
sure? Because that's not who you're looking at there.
It's not as simple as that. You can't. I don't know which way is the arrow means forward or backward through the grid. It just has a left and right.
We do have next to the helmet though a position, which
Left
might
and
give you
right.
an idea.
Yes, but left and right. Which is left and which is right?
I'm not doing laces and ribbons with you at this time of night, mate.
Well, there you go.
Go to Lewis.
Oh, wrong way. See? Hang on, it's gone. Oh, this is not. So why is it not done that? There you go.
Well, I'm waiting. Now you've got car in 10th position, car in 9th position. So as other people...
Right, that goes the car behind. I've worked it out. Okay. There's your car in front. Stefan.
Right.
So, Lewis is approaching Stefan.
Okay. In a minute,
yeah,
the live feed will catch up and I'll get who it is. So Stefan... Okay, so Stefan is... Let's mark him on the track as to where he is.
Under the Lexus Bridge. I haven't got my map up.
Okay.
I haven't got my
now
track
go back to Lewis. And where's Lexus Bridge?
Okay. There. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? You'll
okay,
see
let's
how
try
easy
that again, but this time let's time something so we know it. Which is left and which is right. Exactly. We don't know either, Megan.
Right, I've worked it out now. Right, about 7 seconds. He's about 7 seconds behind. There you go. Yeah, actually, if you look at Lewis now, you can see he is catching him up.
We're being quoted in the chat here.
Fantastic.
I want exactly what I've said. Well, I do. I always want exactly what I've said.
I've got to say, as comments go, I mean, I can't argue with there. I want exactly what I said. Fair play. Yeah.
I want what I said.
Yeah.
Now that's a good view. Bumper cam. And this is Lewis.
On the approach.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be a nice little one. Let's see him catching him up. So you should see him up ahead.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting to see the lines as well.
Well, bear in mind as well, I'm saying no, but I'm watching 10. I'm 10 seconds in the future of this video, aren't I? Or whatever the delay is.
Past.
Right. I'll tell you what. I need to work that out. So tell me when he goes round the hairpin. It's just gone under the Lexus Bridge for me, but tell me when he's entering the hairpin.
Okay, he's midpoint now.
Okay. So there's about a 5 second, delay between your live and what the YouTube screen's showing. Yeah. As I say, on my screen, I'm watching. My screen is me viewing live, but I've got you on the telly. So when you talk about things, I have to wait 5 seconds to get context as to what it is you're talking about. Which is alright.
Harry, keep Lewis honest. One mistake and that 12-second gap vanishes.
Yes, yes. Or one Ed going in the opposite direction, driving straight into P1.
Well, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Maybe that's why I haven't got my licence yet.
You can't decide which way around the track to go, I'm afraid.
Now,
He's not Mario Kart.
One of the events on a Saturday night or something, it was Donington, I remember now, in fact, a couple of years ago we were at the track, and I posed a question to the guys that were with us, and I said, which track would you run best? Like, if you could think of any track to run backwards, which would it be, and why?
Huh. Have you decided not to finish that story, Ed? Because you just went silent.
It was a question.
Oh, right.
I was posing the question.
I thought that was an anecdotal story. You led that up as if there was a punchline.
Oh, well, yeah. There was some
interesting. Do you want my answer then?
There were some interesting answers, but
I know. Well, I know the story. I thought that's where you were going, but you've decided not to.
I've decided not. No, I
Wow. Can you imagine Eau Rouge backwards?
Now that's
Anthony's just saying track Spa backwards.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Backwards
seeing
track Spa.
how they
That
land.
was the big one I said. Now me and you, Wayne. Well, we've done Spa, haven't we?
Yeah, I've done Eau Rouge at
You've done Eau
max
Rouge
speed.
backwards.
Yeah.
I did Eau Rouge.
Yeah.
I did Eau
8
Rouge.
wheels on my wagon.
I did Eau Rouge at max speed, but in fairness, you did Eau Rouge backwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know,
yeah.
just got to push the boundaries.
I was too set up for ramps, so
You were.
I was not set up for speed, so my trucks are all over the place. So yeah.
See, that's rollerblades, versatile.
Yeah, but
Set up for every eventuality.
not every eventuality, because I still.
If there were a rail at the side of Eau Rouge, I could have grinded down it.
Oh, so could I. my trucks had a link bar on for grinding.
Interesting. So now we're talking about rollerblades and roller skating and racing.
Hey, it's still wheels, right? It's still wheels,
It
and we
is.
were doing it on a track. Yeah.
It's more wheels,
Yeah.
although.
Suzuka. Anthony said Suzuka backwards. I've walked Suzuka. That was fun. Me and my partner. It was January and it was extremely cold. Extremely cold. I think. Do you know? I can't get over.
Do you know what we haven't mentioned? There's been a lead change.
Has there? Oh,
There
we're into the pit window, aren't we? Of course we are.
Yes.
Just
So
quickly.
Lewis
Oh yeah, go on then.
chilling and relaxing, getting a drink. So it'd be
Relaxing.
nice. He could have jumped in now and had a chat with us. We could have invited him to the
That
teams
would be
group.
good, wouldn't it? Yeah, mid-mix.
So Lewis, how's it going? The same every single lap.
Is that because he's finished?
Yeah.
He's so
yeah,
quick.
The race
He's so
is
quick.
over.
He's actually
Yeah.
distorted time. He's created
Yeah.
his own gravity field, and distorted time.
When
to
did
be
it tell
fair,
us he's in pits?
he was so far ahead at the start. He did look like he had a warp drive fitted to the Porsche. I've got to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick-
He's that far ahead. He's still in second place
yeah,
from the pits.
it's impressive, isn't it? Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, some lead still there.
I think is Kieran in the pits as well.
Let's have a look.
I think he is
Let's have a look.
because
There he is. Car's
yeah,
just dropped.
there's just been a position change of the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. There, Kieran's
Got
dropped down to
shuffled.
6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does? I was
Oh,
going to
there
say,
we go. We're
how
now
does
now.
Kieran keep ending up with the number 1? But I guess
He's the host, isn't he?
he's the host, yeah. So he'll be on.
Yeah.
So has he come out on fresh
He's
tyres
actually pulled rank.
now? Yes. Will he be on fresh tyres?
I think it depends on whether he decides to or not. But I'd have thought
Quite possibly.
after half an hour he might change. Again, if we could talk to him in the pits, could have asked him the question.
Sean said Lewis Edwards possibly going to win.
He might.
He might. There's time.
It's not over. It's not over until.
Hi Megan in the chat. She's giving Kieran some encouragement.
Bit of pat I get at a good one.
Like it.
I like it.
Fantastic.
You get that on the back of the car. You get a sticker.
Yeah, why not? Why not? There you go. That's love though. I do like notifications.
What are your predictions for this race? That it will continue the same throughout until the end, with Lewis probably winning. Based off what we've seen for the past 42 minutes so far, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, how far? What's the split between?
There we go.
Lewis and
Anthony, you are exactly right. Lewis should have his left and right big toes tied together, I think, shouldn't he? That's a good balance of performance.
Yeah. Yeah. An extra, Lewis balanced performance, an extra 20 seconds of in the pits. Yeah.
Yeah.
The retro Apple computer on the number 1 is nice. That's that is Kieran's car. It is kind of cool.
It is very
retro liveries now.
ace, and always have been.
Yeah.
And always will be.
Bright colour. You know, we share this thought on race cars. Bright colours stand out, and it's one of the problems we have with ours, isn't it? Time and time again. Do you remember when we were at Silverstone and we kept looking down the pit lane off the wall and going, here it comes. No, hang on, that's not ours.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Now, I think that's going to be a big issue in WEC, because the new Toyota colours.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
All right.
Yeah.
I have two schools. I'm on the fence here.
Because you love Toyota, everything Toyota.
Of course. And actually,
That's one
I love
argument.
the colour scheme. Like that black, that
I
red.
do. I think it's really nice.
I love it. But I think it's wrong
and if
for
this
a race
wasn't
car.
live, we could have overlaid it. You could bring it up now to show us, since we're in processionary. You could just show the audience the car you're talking about.
I probably could. I wonder if I can. Should we try it? And if it all crashes
Yeah.
and goes wrong, it'll be
You can
hilarious.
just slide it. You can just slide it through the viewfinder, and in 5 seconds, I'll see it after you've done it.
Yeah. Why not? Right. Let's give it a go. Let's see if this works. Right. Yeah. So I think it's a great colour scheme. Looks brilliant, but I wouldn't have it on a race car because it just doesn't stand out enough, in my opinion.
This is good. This is a nice conversation, actually. Get yours up, and then get up the car that Anthony's talking about.
Okay.
The FAT International livery on the 963.
Okay. Now I actually
we can weigh in our opinions on them.
I miss the blue and red. At the time, I thought it was a bit garish. However, I miss the blue and red of the first year Toyota came back into it.
I'm assuming that you've already put this up and I've not seen it.
No, I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'm working on it. Right, it's going to be.
You're throwing me with the time delay.
Let me just check that's going to work.
Lewis is back in first, by the way. Harry Tiller in second, 23-second gap. Norman in third, 39 seconds gap. Okay. Yes, I've seen that actual picture, and I do like it. I think it's nice.
I like it, but it's race car.
Yeah.
Race car. You know?
Yeah.
Let me just. I'm going to bring up the other one, and then we'll bring up the what was it? The fat livery. I do like that. Right, here we go. So this is the earlier 2012 ping. Let's bring it onto the screen now. Any second. It should appear for you as well.
What you mean, the internet?
Yeah. Exactly.
And everybody, and the other 12 people watching have the same delay.
Have the same thing. So there we go.
But they're not hearing you in their ears. They're hearing you on YouTube.
Exactly. So they're not. Yeah. So anyway.
So it is only me that has the silly delay.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't reply to you until I hear it on the YouTube feed instead.
No.
And you'll just have to wait for the delay. No. You'll have to wait 5 seconds for each of my responses.
It'll be what, like satellite call?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see how that. Let's just see how that would go. So Wayne, what do you reckon to the racing? It seems like we've lost him. It's not really.
What did you say?
I was wondering what you're thinking about the racing right now and who's going to win.
Well.
Oh, there's a. Yeah, that's never going to work, is it?
No, I've got an interesting question for you, actually, or an interesting one for perspective, or your opinion. Maybe that's a better word.
Go on then.
And I have a race livery that I really like as well. I'll show you. It's a of black base, but I think it's a better livery. Kieran doesn't take points, and I think he should.
Okay.
I think he should. I think if he's out there and he's competing, I think he should take points for his place, his positions. I don't see why he couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He's still racing. He's still taking part, and he's proved he's not a pro.
That's very diplomatic, Ed. Oh, we've got activity here. Was that Charles? No, Ollie, car number 3. Can we have a rewind and see what happened there?
I do, because I was looking to car number 3, yeah? Let's go back. I was actually looking at the FAT livery, so I missed it.
Flashing his lights now to make sure his front end's still there, I think.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Is this... So here we go. Let's have a look. So he's gone
there
for
was a
an
coming
overtake.
together there.
Yeah, he's gone for an overtake.
Can we have a top-down view?
We've gone for... That's...
Oh, no, it's all right. He's got the corner there.
No, he hasn't.
We had that one. I'm talking in
delay.
The past again there, though.
Yeah,
he didn't have the second corner.
We are going to try and sort this out for next time, so you're actually watching, because that's not going to work. Right, here we go. So I'm going into a top down. You have to share your screen for me. You will do. If you share your screen, I'll take the YouTube feed off instead. We'll get one more. Yeah, I don't know if he doesn't realise he's there. As we're watching.
Well. This is the view I wanted. He's kind of maybe thinks he's already passed him by, but actually he made some great time up there coming round the outside, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think he thought, this is my corner now, so I'm just going to close in.
Yeah.
And to be honest, having from experience, you do not see a car at the side of you. Now, whether that's set up and screens, like we were saying, or whether it's just setting a field of view, or field of view? Yeah, perspective. Yeah. Your peripheral settings is what I'm trying to say, but the technical terms escaped me.
Yeah. It's peripheral view. Think
there's every possibility neither of them knew where the other one was at that point.
Well, I think the chase car. I'm not sure who it was. Who went round the outside?
Charles, I think it was. Charles. Was it not?
He should have seen. He knew where he was going. He should
have.
He knew
he was going into. Yeah.
That
he wasn't magically going to disappear. But at the same time, it's like that one when we did the practice at Spa. Without talking to the drivers and where they were going, was Ollie just going for taking the line?
It looked it to me, didn't it? It looked like he was just moving in. Yeah.
Yeah, and Charles may have just been going for the corner.
Yeah.
So it's a fifth. It's.
Yeah, I think
potentially a racing incident. But
it's a tricky one to call, isn't it?
Should we try and fix this delay whilst things are just occurring? Again, update Lewis, Harry, Noah in your first, second, and third positions. I was just thinking, Ed, if you shared your screen for me on Teams, I would watch that instead. Maybe, but it depends if it'll break everything else when you do it.
There's a lot going
on
at
the moment.
My computer
I'm
right
just
now.
Looking at the workshop, but not really.
Right. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it might pop up for a second. There we go. It's popped up there, so I'm going to move that. Sorry, everyone. Again, just quickly.
I could watch that on my tablet, yeah.
There you go. The FAT livery. Yep. Very nice. I like that. Livery or livery?
Livery.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any liveries they want us to bring up and have a look, and we'll discuss? Suggest your best one. What do you reckon? Anthony's put Edward the Burn. You know that. Burn. Right, let's see if everything breaks. We're going to go for a screen share. So everything will absolutely crash and have a meltdown.
Oh, we've got other liveries there to look at as well, by the way.
3, 2, 1. Has it worked?
I don't know yet. Yeah,
still there?
It has.
And it still seems to be streaming.
Yeah, I'm watching it in Sticklebrick view, but I think I'm getting it live now.
Yeah. I like this blimp shot.
I do. I think the blimp shot's really good. Here's what's interesting now. Do you remember Supercars on the Atari? Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you were an Amiga man. But
Mate,
on my left screen,
I had a Commodore Plus 4, and
I had Spectrum 64. I had.
Yeah, and it was second hand. It was a bit out of date at the time, but I don't mind.
Were they not all second hand? Were there ever any new ones? Because I'm sure mine just had a tape player.
Mine did have a tape player. What do you think? What you mean?
Well,
they
nobody bought that from the shop specifically for that. I'm sure mine was like a Kenwood or something. So what I was actually saying was, it feels a little bit like I'm watching Dizzy Egg or Supercars on the Atari 520 ST through Teams, and on my laptop screen I'm watching perfectly crisp 4K racing cars that look like racing cars.
Right.
But you're on the hairpin there, aren't you? So there's no delay now. I'm watching
no delay.
Right
now,
the back end molly.
What I just want to say is here, Ollie Wade. I want to watch his track because from the blimp I've been watching his track use.
Are you talking about limits? Track limits? Or?
Well, I don't know, because can you call them limits when they're not there? Here's my comment.
You do have to use all of the track. But let's also consider what's the delta between them. So there's a second, is there? That's as far as mine goes at the minute to tell me. It doesn't go any... Oh, no, it does. No, it doesn't. 108 and 107. So there's less than a second between them now.
Yeah.
This might be where all the action is.
Let's jump there.
Kieran hasn't had his drift yet, so...
I tuned out for a second. Who's the... I was reading the comments. Who's the action between?
Kieran and Ollie.
Oh, so we're on it right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a better view.
I have a better view. I'm watching it from low down on Ollie.
Okay.
And I keep getting views of Kieran on the chase.
Like that?
Not really, no.
Well,
although it looks like a car there now. I can see that there's a green Mercedes on the screen instead of just a ATA Lego piece.
Yeah. Gyro.
I could probably tell you what I'm on. I am on. The view I have is actually TV1, and it's really nice.
Right.
Try TV1.
Just gone in pit, in car here for a minute.
Yeah.
Actually, with Kieran, so we're watching him on the chase.
Yes.
Rexy.
Now.
Rexy livery. Joe Gibbs Racing NASCAR. Right.
Anything NASCAR, yes.
Yeah.
Air Course 499P livery. Visa Cash App. Joe Gibbs, know that name, that's on the NASCAR. I've just been watching that on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've still got to watch the rest of that. Let's go to most exciting. Right. Take the reins for 1 second.
I have controls.
You have
although
control.
I don't.
You have control.
Okay. Well, I don't have control over any screens or anything, but JMH Automotive used to run an Aston Martin in GT Cup, and I really liked that livery. That was a really good one. That was the car that kind of stood out to me in our series. It was a really nice looking car. Aston Martin GT3. I'm interested to know what Ed's done, whether he's actually disappeared off completely and left me here, basically on a ship with no controls, no steering, no engine or anything. And he's left me sat in Lewis's car, I think.
My apologies, I'm back.
On the chase. And that's all right, Ed. I was filling the gap there. I didn't really know what you'd left me to do.
We've got 10 seconds. We've got 10 seconds. It's flown by. It flies when you're having fun. We've got 10 seconds. we're there. Lapse time, 1 hour.
Well, that's interesting because my heads-up counter says we're on 57 minutes out of 60. So that's something to work with, isn't it?
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Well, that was
processional, Formula One-ish.
Good clean racing, and
Boring.
that meant that we really had to think of things to talk about.
No, we
and
didn't.
Unfortunately, a lot of it probably wasn't racing cars or these racing cars in particular. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed our random rants.
We didn't need to think of anything to talk about. This is typically what happens when
thermal diarrhea.
Exactly. We just talk about complete nonsense. This is no different. And if anything, I hope this has shown that outside of work, we're good mates too, and we just talk nonsense about cars for hours and hours like anyone else would.
Very true. Very true. And if it's not talking in live, it's talking on WhatsApp and sharing pictures of cars too.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. So I'm going to get back to searching for the, let's have a look, dominant victory. It certainly was.
Yes, it was. Yeah, there's a big old time gap there. And really, they're almost too good. I think we're going to have to
join in.
Bring in some ringers, aren't we? I should get involved because I am an absolute rookie, and I could do it for both of us. Ed, I could spin round and go the wrong way. I could park across the start finish.
Ollie does not understand that car is not a 4x4.
Well, maybe he knows something we don't.
It's kept us entertained, though. Thank you.
It has. Yeah. Been very good.
It's been great.
So, with that said, other than announcing that Lewis is P1, Harry P2, Noah is P3, that actually concludes round 2 of the NMA Driver of the Year Sim Racing League.
It does.
Doesn't it? So really, we should thank everybody for coming. Say hope to see you again next time. Sorry if our voices have jarred your experience of watching the procession.
Yeah.
And we'll try again next round.
I think if I mean, this is all a learning curve for us, and also for what might want to be seen. So if you're live in the chat now, or even if you've watched this back and if you've made it to the end, I mean, hats off. Well done. Indeed.
Austin has come to see his friend Charlie racing. Thank you for coming to watch, Austin.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Please feel free to join in the chat next time. If you come along next time, you might go, God, I'm not watching that yet. Who knows? But leave some comments. Let us know. Do you want us to just shut up and watch the racing? Do you want us to carry on rambling?
Don't give them that option.
Or would you? Well, I mean,
we're gonna have to talk.
You've got to be fair.
I can't sit here for an hour in silence.
To be fair, there is a mute button.
There is.
They could always
mute us. Turn the volume down.
Yeah.
Put some tranquil music over it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Appropriate to the procession of the race. That was very, very clean, very, very smooth. I think they all need to get a little bit more moody with each other and a bit more argy-bargy.
I think they need to remember.
Also worry about their safety factors.
Exactly. I think they need to remember.
But this is a live show.
They don't have to rebuild.
There's that as well. Yeah. They could be braver, couldn't they?
I definitely think. Right. If any of the drivers watch this back, and you've got to this point, and you're actually listening in and watching at this point, I want you to comment as to why you weren't brave enough. I want you to make your racing. I want to see in the comments. I want to see the best racing driver excuse that's come straight out of the Racing Driver Excuse Handbook. I want to see it. I want to know what it is.
IEEE referenced as well, though. Don't forget. This is academic after all.
Well, of course. Yeah. Cheers, Anthony. Thanks very much.
Yes, thank you, Anthony.
You've helped with the keep chatting along in the comments, so that's been great.
Fueling the fire, I feel, is an appropriate term.
Fueling the fire. Something that I haven't been able to do for 2 days.
That's it. Yeah. Ed's wearing
19
layers of clothes for context
just
there.
on me.
Just before we get barred from YouTube.
Still sounds weird.
It does, yeah.
Broken
You're not
boilers.
really helping.
Broken boilers. Yeah, it's all about broken boilers. Yeah, no, it was really good.
There we go, Anthony. It's too late. You already said it. You can't just you can't butter him up now. You already said it. And as I say, his big toes need time together because he's just walking away at the moment, isn't he? So
yeah.
I think what we need to do is we
hang
need
on
to
a
have
minute.
a going
Hang
all.
on. Look, sorry.
Oh,
He's
there
off
we go.
again.
Yeah, moment of silence for his celebration.
Look at that. How's he got enough fuel to still do that? There we go. Oh, yes. Good, lads. Well done. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, they're not real tyres, so you can just burn them out.
Exactly. Oh, tandem.
No,
Tandem
there's
drifting.
3 of them. There's 3. Well, one of them's gone for an off-road. Excellent. That's a nice ending to the race.
Great way
some show stopping. Yeah,
definitely.
Brilliant.
Look at that.
So I think because we really don't have anything to discuss now, Ed.
I think it's time to wrap it
in the
up.
background. I think yes, it is time to say thank you to the audience and please come round and see us again next time.
Yeah. The next event, we may as well give a quick heads up. Is currently on the 19th of March, which is also 2 days before we go testing at Donington. 2 days before we go testing at Donington, our first outing with the Evora, which is all set to be running and ready. A few little tweaks left to do on that, bit of setup, and that will be out again. So hopefully to contest a good position in GT Cup. So
Ed,
yes, mate.
Do you know what I've always wanted to say on a YouTube video?
Is this? Hang on a minute.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do you know? In that case, if you're going to do that, I'm gonna take it on the other tangent. So smash that like and subscribe button.
Smash that like and subscribe. I watch a story one where he says that you have to sort of take the like button out for a long walk and feed it or something. I don't know why he does. He goes off on a real tangent and tries to make it into a story. But either way, just hit the like and subscribe button. Yeah. So you can be alerted to our future entertainments. Yeah, or don't. And just tune in. Yeah. Or block us or
block us. I mean, I don't mind. I've had fun. I feel like I've sprinkled the beginnings of my my very opinionated self upon the world. And
you definitely did. Yes, you're definitely the less diplomatic of the two of us.
I haven't even got started yet. Just you wait.
No.
Just you wait.
And on that bombshell,
by the end of the season, my soapbox, I'll be cutting a hole in the ceiling because it'll be that tall. Just you wait. But they're all my opinions. They are, and that's that, and we're all entitled to them. So, very excellent. So, thanks very much.
Can I also say congratulations to us for not swearing once? That's good. Our first live, and we didn't say any of those naughty words.
No, I generally don't. You must have noticed that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You're pretty good as
it's
well.
It's not our typical language, is it? Yeah, we've got kids.
You got kids. Yeah.
Everything has to be a filter. Plus, it's not really my vocabulary. There's always a bigger, nicer, fancier word. Yeah,
definitely. Right, well, that was mint, wasn't it? That was absolutely banging.
Yeah. Exactly. Wicked snapper. Okay.
Yeah. Mega.
Giving away our ages there, though, because people will be looking back, Googling when those words were cool.
When was mega cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That screen, there was a very happy crash barrier there, then.
Really?
Noticing faces in random places.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, a very happy crash barrier at the end of the straight there, then.
I'm trying to rewind so I can see it. I don't know what you... Where am I going?
There's 13 people watching this now, and all there is going on is us looking for a smiley face on the end of it.
So the most views we get is when the racing stops and we just carry on talking nonsense. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, look there. There he is
Oh,
on the right.
where?
Happy. Do you know why he's happy? He's at the far end.
Okay, hang on. I'm just going forwards again.
That crash barrier is not seeing any car. It's watching it sail by in pieces.
I'm trying to find it.
I'm watching this on your screen now as well, so there is no delay. But this isn't happening as quick as I'd like it to. No.
Back further. Where's the happy? Did anyone else see it? Anyone else see the happy face?
Everybody else probably saw it. Yeah, everyone saw it except for you.
Well, I want to see the happy face.
Yeah, well, it was around about after this. Or before this, or not that view.
I want to see the happy face.
Not that view. Not that view.
Well, it's
not that view. It definitely wasn't that far ago.
Okay, right. I'm going forwards now, so we've got to find it somewhere. I want to see the happy face. The happy face.
When you look at the analytics, and this is the main part that people tuned into, that'll be odd, won't it? Everybody wants to find the happy face barrier.
Is that
there?
Yes, on the right-hand side. Looks like a little marshmallow.
It does. That's a happy marshmallow.
It's a happy marshmallow.
That's one way to get into the track for free, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Yeah, be a marshmallow.
Yeah, sneak in as a barrier. Marshmallow barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, on that note then.
Again, should we try again? Should we try to wrap this up again? Now, the interesting thing is how long does it take me to work out how to shut the chat down and the live stream?
Well, don't shut it down. We want people to be able to talk on it afterwards, don't we? But when do we know we're not live streaming anymore?
Well, let's try it. Should we try it? So let's say thanks very much, everyone, again. Hope you really enjoyed it. Leave some, just let us know if you want more randomness and what you want us to, or anything you want us to chat about, or anything, or if and yeah,
that's the third or fourth false ending now on this video.
Right, we're ending. Right, let's go. Yeah. Let's try it.
3, 2, 1, end.
I thought I just did. I hit the button and it gave me an option. So let's try it again.
Oh, okay. Bye, everyone, again.